How's it going, dudes? I'm kidding. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Delta Kitsune, and welcome back to Amorous. Where we left off, we had just finished Zenith's route. And there might have been an extra, but just to summarize what that would be, it's just basically him just explaining the fact that you guys are in a couple and a relationship now. He offers you a position at Amorous, so you can be with him 24/7. That's basically it. You could probably look it up. Someone knows why I always done that kind of crap. But today we're gonna be changing the pace, and we're just gonna completely forget about Zenith for now. We're gonna be doing Dustin's route, which he has one of my favorite voices I'd like to do. So let's get right in and see what happens. Let's see. Flipping through my contacts, I saw Dustin's name pop up. I hadn't talked to him since we met at the club. Maybe I should give him a call. Oh no, oh, my bad. Hey there, kid. Oh shoot, that's Zenith's bed. What's going? Hey there, kid. What's up? Nothing much. I just figured I'd give you a call, see if you were still interested in that date. Sure, honestly, I didn't know if you're going to talk back. I called back. I did get a little handsy at the club, and it ended on an awkward note. Life gets in the way sometimes. I understand that pretty well. God, today I'm just the worst. I suppose so. I still appreciate the slack. I thought we could hit it off pretty well, that all things considered. And now, if you're comfortable with it, I've got tickets to a movie tonight. I thought I'd had a date when I got them, but, well, you saw how that worked out. The second one is yours. If you're free around 7 p.m., dude. Sure. Sounds good. Meet you there in a little before 7 then. That's a date, dude. See you then. Well, guess I better get ready to be seen in public. Again, off to a great start. I'm sorry if I'm slurring my words right now, my voice is super bad. Once I have gotten my usual day stuff out of the way and dug up an outfit, I've noticed it was already getting late. Fortunately, the movie theater wasn't far away and the night was warm. One of the other advantages of living in a tropical paradise. It was nearly 7 p.m. by the time I made it to the lobby. A few people were milling about, but none of them looking like Dustin. Looked like Dustin. Maybe he was running late as well. Ugh. God, I can't speak. I lingered around the posters, checking out the currently showing movies, and perusing the concessions when I felt a tap on my shoulder. Hi there, Kyo. Sorry I was a little late to the show. I just skipped that, sorry. My bad. It's alright. I just got here a little while ago. And you're the one with tickets. Speaking of which, what movie are we seeing? The smile on his face grew as he produced the tickets from his jean pockets and handed me one. It's the Amazonian Queen. Since the big budget stuff is usually so expensive, they do a few classic movie nights a week. The tickets are a little cheaper and the movies are much better on the big screen. Hold on. Go with the first option. You're a movie buff? I didn't know that. Big time. I've never missed a classic movie on the big screen. They might be from a different era, but they're still a blast to watch. Saw the old slasher film last time, and maybe it was the chocolate syrup going down the drain, but it looked enough like blood to me. You got scared over chocolate? Then again, he's a cat, so that makes sense. I guess I learned something new about him already. His eyes lit up like a child at Christmas. This wasn't just a dinner and a movie date. This was something special Dustin wanted to share. Nice. This will be my first time seeing this movie, so don't spoil it for me! Please! Dale, wanna grab something before the movie? I know I came here for the popcorn too. You could say no to free popcorn, to be honest. I passed that one, sorry. Hey, what can I get for you? Give it to the stuck to the side. Dustin turned around and smiled. God, I'm all over the place today. Sorry. Well, you'll have. It's my treat, so don't worry about the cost. Whenever you hear someone say that, in my actual reality, I'd probably go for the cheapest option, or just honestly go for whatever the person prefers, so yeah. Why don't you pick something, Dustin? I'm always pretty indecisive, which is actually true about me. I'd like someone else to make someone shit. God, I can't speak today. Like someone else to make the choices for you, huh? Dustin strode up to the counter for my benefit. Maybe there was a small desire to see that forceful, confident lion from last night, guiding my decisions, but I wasn't about to admit to that. Why not? I have a giant popcorn and a box of sweets for my friend here. Giant popcorn and a box of candy? Gotcha. I'll be just a moment. Dustin paid the clerk before he turned his back to the both of us. Interesting. While the clerk was busy filling out the basket of popcorn, I heard the paw graze over ever so slightly along the small of my back. Dustin grinned broadly and leaned in close enough for me to feel his breath on my cheek. Guess we didn't have enough time for the clouds for you to let me in on that sort of thing. I like it, kid. Jesus. My cheeks were on fire as Dustin's paw slipped down to the cup of my backside and gave me a firm squeeze. Oh, jeez. Fortunately, or not, I suppose, the clerk turned back with the popcorn and Dustin's hand slipped stealthily away from my rump. Real smooth. Here you go. Should be plenty to snack on for the two of you. Thanks. No problem. Enjoy the movie. I'm confused on what voice to give that person. It's like a mix between a lot of things I've done. Dustin grinned back at me, taking a moment to run a few claws along the nape of my neck before grabbing the snacks and motioning to the theater. Two of us made our way through the small crowd into the theater. Dustin had already chosen the seats with the best view and led me through the crowds. Aside from the crowdy teenagers a row or so ahead of us, it was nice. The darkened room was cozy, and knowing Dustin was next to me was comforting. The house lights rose slightly, casting a soft glow about the crowd. Above us, a familiar voice came over the PA. Thank you all for coming to the evening showing of 50s classic movie, The Amazonian Queen. Even in the dim light, I could see Dustin's face plastered with a grin. His hand brushed over mine for a moment, giving it a gentle squeeze as he beamed an excited smile with my direction. In my direction, sorry. Accompany the movie will be our house organist to better preserve the same experience the movie's release. Oh, interesting. Because of this, we ask you to turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices. For your safety, be aware of the exits and to either side of the screen in case of an emergency. You know the shtick. You've been to a movie theater, hopefully, so you know exactly how to deal with this. You dumb idiots. Oh, sorry, is this thing on? Just imagine. Okay, now relax and enjoy one of the early cinematic classics, The Amazonian Queen. God, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Anyway, just imagine the mic just continuing going on for that. Sorry, let me compose myself first. A flurry of clapping rose from the audience as the house lights dimmed once more. As the film started up on the screen, the dull glow of a phone and some scattered snickering drew my attention to the row in front of us. Of course, once the organ began to echo through the theater, my eyes snapped to the flickering screen ahead. The movie opened on a man sitting on a docked river, a small riverboat bobbing it's a typo. Sorry. In the water nearby, the shadow of the figure passed over him, and a woman in a far more elegant dress stands behind him. Dustin leaned and whispered in my ear, "That's Daisy Smith. She's a missionary to South America, and she was separated from the rest of the group when they discovered plans to attack a major military base held by one of the good guys." I mean, I said no spoilers, but you won't give a shit. Despite him pretty much explaining what's on the screen already, it's kind of fun to hear him tell me about it. That, and it gives me an excuse to get closer to him. Once the woman has secured passage on the boat, and the man is unaware she carries important information from the Allied forces, the two of them and find they are extremely incapable. Now, he's specifically in the jungle to try and stay out of the conflict. He lost his father in the previous war, and he hid away in the Amazon to avoid the draft. So he doesn't want any part of what he's doing. As the journey goes on, the two of them begin to rub each other the wrong way more frequently. He's snapping at her, and she's hiding away in a cramped cabin, trying desperately to keep her courage up. Still can't talk, sorry. The snicker from the teenagers in front of us spiked at the sight of the woman falling face first into a dirty cot as he'd been giving to sleep on. Dustin's eyes narrowed at the distraction. It's better just to ignore them. Just ignore them, Dustin. It's not worth ruining the movie. Ruining the movie. Ugh. You and I can't speak. As the time passed, two of them began to enter a part of the jungle that, under the control of the bad guys, avoiding gunfire, shells, and attempts to board the small boat. The man loses the woman when she is captured by the enemy forces. This is the part where he realizes that staying neutral was like outside win. Losing Daisy was like losing his father all over again. And his realization he was to do something. And he realizes he has to do something. Ugh. God. Alone in the boat, the man is just about to leave the checkpoint when he sees him ball a fist and sock the guard right in the face. Boom! Sorry, I had to do it. He heads deeper into the jungle, to the bad guy's bunker, and waits in the pouring rain for a chance to slip us inside. This is gonna be great, guys, I promise. This is gonna be worth it. It's at the point that the teens burst into laughter, met with a few sessions from the other theater goers nearby. They simply mock them back and keep laughing. I'm gonna keep ignoring them. I tried to ignore them, kind of more to Dustin. But Dustin, when a fortunate explosion on screen managed to quiet them enough to pay attention to the movie again. Setting the bunker's ammo pyros on fire provided enough of a distraction for the two of them to escape. As they rushed back to the boat, she notices the blood on the side of his shirt and looks up to see his painted face. Saving her gave him some small closure for not being old enough to save his father, and she sees that the rough and tumble man really does have a heart of gold. I'm having trouble doing Dustin's voice. God damn it. Dustin's voice. I'm having trouble doing it. It's like a mix between Zenith's. God. Back in the boat, she tends to his wounds. It's touch and go for a while as she learns to run the ship while keeping him in bed. Necessity keeps them civil, but as time passes, they find it easier and easier. With only moments left to reach the command base before the attack, the two of them do everything they can to line up the load and speed up the ship. We watch as she throws her luggage overboard, leaving the tattered dress she wears as her only possession. Oh, I love this part. Her sacrifice only further confirms his feelings towards her. He couldn't be bothered to get involved when the world was on fire around him, but her determination is enough to draw him out of that shell and drive him to action. They finally reach the command post, reaching in past the guards to relay the information in the nick of time. The commander sends his men out to arrest the traitors and is in guard to perimeter. In the meantime, the two of them collapse in the medical tent, their hands falling into each other's before they sleep. Romantic. Teenagers are at it again, making kissing noises and laughing uproariously. It's a hell of a word. Just keep ignoring them. Jesus. As I feel Dustin start to stand, I squeeze his arm and shake my head. Just ignore them. The movie is almost over. Don't let them ruin it. Please, just don't let them ruin it. It's not worth it. Begrudgingly, he settled back to his seat. With the conflict won in the region, the woman begs the man not to return to the river. He is hesitant, but a kiss on the cheek from the woman draws him close. The two of them embrace with a final passionate kiss. The movie comes to a close. The end. And they live happily ever after. Applause rolled through the theater, many people standing up in their seats. Dustin and I worked our way through the crowd and back out into the lobby. The lobby was bustling as people chatted about the movie, plans for afterward, and just stretched after being in the theater seating for so long. Oh yeah, you definitely have to stretch for that type of stuff. So, what did you think of the movie? I'll just be honest. Or just lie. It was amazing. I mean, I see what you mean about it and crafting the cliches, but you could tell it was authentic by where it was coming from. Still can't speak, sorry. I know. I mean, it's cliche now, but back then, they were really playing with the medium. It was all new and amazing back then. Come on, dude, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I thought I didn't want you to spoil it for me, but that dialogue really added some more depth to the movie for me. You know, that's still a dick move that you freaking spoiled it for me. Thanks for indulging me. I love talking about movies and that one in particular, there's just so many more layers to it than you think possible. It just sucks that those kids kept acting up, ruined the whole movie for me. I just didn't see the point to making a scene. They clearly weren't about to stop regardless. Believe me, I could have gotten them to shut up. I could be very persuasive. I would have kicked their asses. No doubt there. You're another person I shouldn't piss off, right? Nothing gets people to quiet down faster than a big, burly lion only inches away from them. I mean, that is pretty true. To emphasize the point, he stood a hair's breadth away from me. I could feel the warmth radiating off of him, and my knees weakened a little. Oh my god! Pleased with my reaction, he stepped back enough to give me some breathing room and ran a paw through his mane. And what now? Staying there in silence for once, I finally piped up. I had a good time, Dustin. Did you want to grab some proper food or maybe take a walk? Or go back to your place? I think we should head back to my place, dude. we could have a couple of drinks and maybe get to know each other better and more intimate setting. I still can't speak. This is gonna be the episode of just me saying I just cannot speak. I'll try to come up with something clever for a title. Anyway, I could feel a smile ticking the edges of my mouth as I strode up closer to him. Sounds like a great idea. Lead the way! The night was peaceful and warm. The best kind when you're walking through the dimly lit streets. We chatted for a bit about other things. His job, my lack of one. I am unemployed. Small talk mostly, but it was nice to get to know him a little more. Better. Same thing. That's why you need to steam the milk just a little bit. What the fuck? What am I talking about? Hold on. That's why you need to steam the milk for just a little bit. Otherwise you got a big clogged up clump of butter and a pissed off yuppie. What? What are you talking about? Did that ever happen to you? Huh. How do you think I know that what happens? The lobby of the apartment building was completely empty, and Dustin pointed towards the elevators on the far wall. After we both got in, our conversation picked back up. I know it sounds good to be home all day, but with my soldier butterfly brother and my lack of desire to go back to my childhood chore list, I've been bored out of my skull. If only someone could fuck my brains out. Wait, what? Sorry. All bats. That's all bats. You grow up for a reason, after all. Last thing you want to do is relive your childhood. But, well, the mediocre parts of it anyway. Ugh. Today's a great day. The elevator dinging as we walked a few steps out into the hall before we motioned towards the door. Here's my place. Come on in. It was one of those simpler upper floor plans, spacious with big windows to look out over the city. Ah! I could see the sparkling lights of the streets and the other buildings against the night sky. It was beautiful, if only I just didn't fuck up my words. You could still tell it was a swinging bachelor pad, with the leather couch and the lack of a dining room table, but it was certainly comfortable. That is, except for the familiar parrots seated in one of the chairs. Oh, fuck. What voice did I give him again? I guess I'll come up with a voice. Hold on. Guess it didn't take long for you to find someone else, huh? You're the one to talk, Var. Particularly when you send me a picture of you getting railed by 3 other guys. What the hell are you doing break into my apartment? First, I didn't break in. And I still had a key. Second, it's my father's watch I lent you. I need it back. You bitch. Lent me? You gave it to me for our first anniversary. Didn't you say anything about it belonging? You didn't say anything about belonging to your dad. What the fuck, Var? I still need it back. He's been looking for it, and he'll have my hide if he thinks I lost it. It's not like you ever wore it anyway. just wait right here, Var. Get your damn watch, and I boxed up your stuff already. You can take it all. Leave my key and get out. Oh, dude. Fine. No down off my ass. Then you can get back to biting your little fuck toy here, I suppose. Hey, whoa, a little hostile. I'm still here. And Dustin stepped into the bedroom, his eyes narrowed, and his nostrils flaring. This guy knew all too well how to get under his fur. Jesus. So, you're the latest conquest, huh? Saw you talking to him at the club. Inhale my dong enragement parrot. I was wanting to say that. I want to see what happens when we engage him.
Really? So on top of cheating, sleeping around, and making a public nuisance of yourself, I can add spying to the list? You bitch. Got a mouth on you too. Probably why he's out with you. He likes people to badmouth me when we're on a break. Wait, what? What's that supposed to mean? He laughed heartily and made a dismissive wave my direction. You really think this is the first time we fought? Last time I got to throw a vase around, touch a few things up. He was a hot-blooded guy. He needed excitement and nothing gets the blood pumping like a fight. You're kidding me. You provoke him just to get him mad? What the fuck is wrong with you? Sometimes I do it just to spice things up when we're getting too routine. To make up sex is amazing. For 2 weeks after last breakup, we fucked 3 times a day, every day. You are one bastard. Sorry, I don't think I could have said that right. You're full of it. Being an emotionally manipulative asshole for sex doesn't work, you bitch. Oh? Did you have some experience with that? Maybe I should let Dustin know so he can get you out of the way faster. Doesn't matter though. He always makes up, and we always get back together. Looks pretty final to me now, if I'm being honest. He's kicking your ass out of the apartment. Come on. It's obvious he's done with you. That just shows what you know. Don't worry. He'll dump you by the curb when I come back and apologize. He'll give me his house key again, we'll ruin in his sheets, and you can go back to your just desperate little life alone. My hand had curled into a fist when Dustin walked back into the room.
Alright, Va. Your shit and the watch. Now, there's the door. See yourself out and leave the key, dude. I don't want to see your shit.
And one last smirk in my direction, the parrot set the key dramatically on the coffee table and grabbed his box. Have fun, you two. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
God, what an asshole.
Dustin slammed the door behind his ex and slumped against it.
Sorry about that. That guy is a force of nature. Can't believe we stayed together for this long.
Yeah, what? Why? I just have to ask. Why? Running into Dustin's ex, even if it was the first official time, had been far from a pleasant experience. From Dustin's sagging shoulder, the distant look, I could tell it was rough on him too. I could tell he's in a rut.
I didn't mean for this to happen for a second time, but maybe we should end the night here. Arguing with Va would be about his bullshit as always, and he's a major bull. He was always a major move killer, even when we were dating.
God, still can't speak. Sorry.
I'll just say this.
I get it. It's complicated when you have been with someone for so long, even if they do turn out to be a jerk. It happened to my brother. Had happened to me before too.
Thanks, Kyo. I don't like it any better than you, but just talking about it is exhausting.
I can go. I'll take my leave and go. Dustin walked from the doorway where I was, gathering me up from his arms and pressing his lips to mine in a tender kiss.
I hope you believe me when I say that this is the last thing I wanted to happen. I had a great time tonight. I want to see you again, dude. Just really want to see you again.
I want to see you too. Let's just end on this and we'll save up for the next time.
I'm just glad you said that there's going to be a next time.
Of course. I'm not a single date kind of guy. We kissed once more and yet, as reluctantly he released me. Somehow the goodbyes were still awkward, and I found myself more than a little empty-headed when I closed the door behind me. Maybe it was just the dating jitters, or maybe just Var's little chat that may had more of an impact than I'd like to admit. Either way, we're here to support him through this. He'll deal with Var on his own terms and come out better for it. In the meantime, I had to consider what I was going to do with the rest of my evening. No one was home, and when I got there, Co was like out partying it up, which meant I was free to do what I wanted. Alright.
Alright then. With that said, I'll probably end it here. I'm sorry if this was like a very like up and down like roller coaster. This is probably gonna be the episode that's gonna suck the most. But yeah, we'll end it here, and we'll see what happens in the next dates next time when I get a chance to record. With that, everyone, I bid you all adieu. Bye!